Today we're jumping into something pretty significant, something we probably don't think about nearly enough. Get this. Every single day, 10,000 digital accounts go silent.
10,000. Yeah.
And not because people stop using them, but because the owners, well, they're gone.
It's a really sobering thought, isn't it? These aren't just usernames fading away. They're actual people like you listening right now. They had lives, shared things online, and left behind these final digital footprints, often without realizing it.
And this is the kicker. Most of those memories, the photos, the posts, the stories, they just get deleted. It's policy.
Right, deleted by policy, not preserved by purpose. That's the key phrase.
Exactly. So our mission today is to explore this emerging challenge and look at some really interesting ideas about how our digital lives could actually outlive us.
Yeah, I'm sure those stories aren't just lost.
One company, Forever Story, preserving humanity's online story.
And it puts forward a pretty bold vision for change. It talks about John Withers and Forever Story. Their belief is basically it's time we fundamentally rethink how platforms like Facebook or Google handle accounts when someone passes away.
Okay, so they want to change the system. The source, one company, Forever Story, a bolt-on strategy. What does that actually mean in practice?
Well, instead of asking everyone to sign up for a new service somewhere else, the idea is to integrate directly into the platforms we already use.
Okay. So add it onto existing accounts.
Precisely, like adding a legacy feature within your Google account or your Meta profile. That way they could potentially transform billions of active accounts and millions of those silent ones too into what they call a living legacy ecosystem.
A living legacy ecosystem. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, the core goal is that your identity isn't just deleted when you're gone, it's carried forward for your family across generations.
That makes a lot more sense than try to build something totally separate, much more scalable.
Yeah.
So the plan involves partnering with the big names, Google, Amazon, Meta, X, Apple, Microsoft, TikTok.
Right, the major players.
To turn our current accounts into these digital inheritance vaults. What would that actually look like for us users?
So some examples. Think of features like family vaults, a secure space online just for your family's shared memories, photos, maybe important stories, accessible down the line.
Okay, like a shared digital attic almost?
Kind of, yeah. Or things like pay it forward accounts, maybe leaving specific messages or digital keepsakes for future grandkids to find someday. It's about making these accounts into safe places for our identities, our values, our stories.
That feels much bigger than just, cloud storage.
Oh, absolutely.
And this worked out really interesting for me. One company, Forever Stories, argues this changes the whole idea of user value. It's not just about clicks and engagement anymore.
Right. It shifts to connection, care, continuity. That's the language they use.
The idea that this isn't just data we're talking about.
It's humanity's living memory. That's the core concept. It's a pretty powerful call for these huge digital platforms to think beyond just short-term engagement metrics.
Moving towards generational impact.
Exactly. From just being cloud storage providers to becoming custodians of, emotional legacy. It's a deeper trust.
Custodians.
Yeah.
That's a strong word. It suggests a real responsibility.
It does, and this could really change how we see these brands, build loyalty in a completely different way.
So it creates this new ROI they mention, return on impact.
Yes, not just return on investment in the financial sense, but return on the impact they have on preserving what actually matters to people.
So brands get remembered differently, and users.
Yeah.
Well, users become a legacy.
Yeah, it's like building a digital family tree that keeps growing and living, rather than just a digital graveyard where things end. It's a profound shift.
A really profound shift. So wrapping this up, what does this point towards for the future of digital? One company, Forever Story, offers this vision.
Yeah, it says the next decade needs to be about more than just being the smartest or fastest tech.
It needs to be soulful.
Soulful, yeah. And not just efficient, but emotionally intelligent. EI, they call it.
Emotionally intelligent tech. That's something to think about.
It really challenges us, doesn't it, to look beyond the day-to-day use of our digital tools and consider their lasting imprint, their actual legacy.
Absolutely. So as we finish life, here's something for you to consider. If your digital life could outlive you, what specific parts of it, what identities, values, stories would you most want carried forward?
Yeah, what pieces of your digital self would you want future generations to know? And maybe, why does that idea of a digital legacy resonate with you personally?
Something to reflect on. What does your digital footprint say, and what forever story do you want it to keep telling?